Totally forgot my damn snapback, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, we are live with another one, guys. We are live with another one. And the topic of discussion is UFC Fight Night. The UFC is giving us a treat, especially after UFC 309. Okay? This is a treat, guys. This is a great card, especially for it being free. It's a great card. The only crazy thing about this card is that it's so early. You got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning over here in the U.S. If you're trying to watch this, you got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch the early prelims. The main card starts at 6 a.m., guys. Okay. All right. We already know who's the headliner. It's Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. Davison Figueiredo versus Peter Yan. This is gonna be a great fight. Great headliner. I'll be watching this. I'm most likely gonna go live for this. Let's talk about some fights here. There's some interesting fights here that I wanna bring up. Probably give you guys my little predictions here of who I think is going to win for this UFC Fight Night. I'll give you a couple of fights that I think, are going to be entertaining. All right. Let's talk about. Let's look at Zhang Migi Yang. Zhang Migi Yang. He's I believe he's coming off of a win. Let me see how. He has 11 wins by KO. He has 11 wins by KO. And his last win was in February. And he won by he won by KO in the first round. He's going up against Ozzy. He's going up against Ozzy Diaz. Ozzy Diaz is he's crafty. He's crafty. He's 0-1. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. I just finished eating. I ate some tacos today. It was delicious. But yeah, he's 0-1. I like Diaz. Don't get me wrong, but he's not. He's already older. He's already on top of that hill. How you doing? Henley? How you doing? Bless, guys. Like and subscribe, guys. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. You might as well. And go ahead and give me that thumbs up because it takes minimal effort. Bro definitely doesn't shave his hole. That's disgusting. Okay, I don't even know who would be thinking about that, let alone a grown-ass man. If you're thinking about that and you're a grown-ass man, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing? Bless, guys. Hopefully you're having a good one. How you doing? But if I had to give it to someone, if I had to pick someone for this fight right here, I'm going to tell you what not. Right now, this is a give me fight right here. I'll give it to Zhang Ming Yang. I'll give it to Zhang Ming Yang just because, Ozzy, I like him. I like Ozzy. I like Ozzy Diaz. I like him, but he's just not, I don't think he's going to be capable to really go in there and beat up Zhang Ming Yang, to be honest. I think Zhang Ming Yang is going to go in there. He's going to be relentless, and he's going to put fisticuffs, and he might get another KO. On his record, guys. All right, so that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be one of those fights that a lot of people are gonna be really entertained and really surprised. Infidels rock. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Gavin Williams, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're having a good one. Undertaker is Messi of WWE, right? Undertaker is Messi of WWE. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Undertaker is a legend. I still think they stole WrestleMania from him. I don't think he should have ever lost against Brock Lesnar. I think he should have been undefeated all the way. I think that's the way he should have retired, just because that was his thing. And to be honest, nobody beats the dead man in WrestleMania. That's what it is, guys. Guys, like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. And you might as well give me that thumbs up because it takes minimal effort, guys. All right, let's talk about another fight, all right? Because I already gave it to Um, I already gave it to Zhang Ming Yang. I believe he beats Ozzy Diaz with a brutal KO. I think that's the way that's gonna go, guys. I wax people for a living, so talking about manholes doesn't really bother me. Uh, that's great, man. That's great. Hopefully you're a female. You know what I mean? Hopefully you're a female doing this for a living. You know what I mean? Because if you're a male doing this for a living, hopefully you enjoy it. Because I know for a fact that wouldn't be a career path that I would be taking. You know what I mean? Just because, yeah, I wouldn't enjoy that. You know what I mean? But if you do that for a living, that's awesome. That is, you know what? If you're a female, I need to book an appointment. All right. All right, moving on. All right, I think this is gonna be arguably one of the fight of the nights, guys. One of the fight of the nights on this tremendous UFC fight night card. I thought this fight night card was actually gonna be taking place in Saudi Arabia, just because of the time it was being held, but it actually is not. It's actually being held in China. All right, in China right now. Uh, this is gonna be interesting, guys. Nah, I'm a dude. You remind me of one of my clients. Uh, well, look, man, definitely not. Definitely not. I won't be having any. I won't be going. All right, I won't be attending. All right, and yeah, man, take that memory out of your mind. Okay, I don't remind you of nobody. Nobody. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay. Bro, what? Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, stop the nonsense, guys. Stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense, okay? What are you talking about, bro? I have no idea what he's talking about, guys. But give me that thumbs up, guys. We have a couple people here on this chat. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up, man. I appreciate you guys. All right, I think arguably this is gonna be the fight of the night. It's gonna be Volkan Ozdemir versus Carlos Alberg. Look, Carlos Alberg is disgusting. Okay, Carlos Alberg, he was scheduled to look. He had so many fights canceled. It's unbelievable. He was supposed to fight Dominic Reyes. That fight was canceled. He was supposed to fight Alonzo Manifield. That one got canceled, but he ended up the UFC ended up rebooking that, and Carlos Ulberg ended up going in there and knocking him out in the first round. Okay, Carlos Ulberg, the guy has knockout power. He's relentless, and he always moves forward. Uh, how you doing, man? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one, guys. Good. Thank you for the subscription, guys. Like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. Give me that thumbs up. It takes minimal effort, guys. Thank you. I'm trying to build this channel, okay, guys? But back to Carlos Ulberg. He ends up knocking out Alonzo Manifield, okay? He knocks him out within a round. The guy's 11-1. Okay, he was booked to fight Jamal Hill. I thought that was going to be a terrific fight. I thought Carlos Ulberg versus Jamal Hill would have been a great fight. Jamal Hill ended up getting knocked out. He ended up getting knocked out, and then ended up, you know, being on this hiatus. I guess I don't know why that fight got canceled. All right, and he also was supposed to fight Anthony Smith. He was supposed to fight Anthony Smith. That would have been an amazing fight as well. But now he got Volkan Ozdemir. It's good competition. Okay, great competition. He's ranked ahead of Carlos. So I think this is going to be a good fight for Carlos. I do see Carlos knocking out Volkan. I really do. I like Volkan, don't get me wrong. But I do see Carlos Ulberg really knocking him out. And this is going to be one of Carlos Ulberg's coming out party. He needs to get on the mic. He needs to after an exciting knockout, get on that mic, say something simple. Being simplistic is the best thing for him. So he just gets on the mic, says something slick, walks away, and looks like a Terminator. You know what I mean? I say he wins by brutal knockout. I give that one to Carlos. I say that's gonna be fight of the night, guys. Honestly, let me braid your beard, homie. That's not happening, man. That is not happening. UFC 310 is boring as fuck. UFC 310 is boring as fuck. What are you talking about today? Thank you for the subscription, man. I really appreciate that. And what are we talking about today? Right now, we're talking about UFC Fight Night. Okay, I'm giving you guys some Fight Night predictions. I'm not gonna give you the whole card here, but I'm giving you some Fight Night predictions. I said Zhang Mei Yang is gonna be Ozzy Diaz. I think he's gonna Zhang Meng Yang is gonna most likely win by brutal knockout and knock out Ozzy Diaz. And I also see the same for Carlos Ulberg. I see Carlos Ulberg knocking out Volkan. I think Volkan Ozdemir, don't get me wrong, he's gonna bring it. It's gonna be most likely fight of the night. But I see Carlos Ulberg coming out there and putting fisticuffs and knocking out Volkan Ozdemir. Okay, this is a great fight night right here. Uh, Hi Gypsy. Whoa. How you doing, man? How you doing? Big Albania. Big Albania. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, Big Albania. Are you creating a fake hype about Carlos Usman or Leon? Could Leon will finish him? Carlos, who? Who are you talking about, Carlos? Are you talking about Carlos Ulberg? Is that who you're talking about? How you doing, man? I braid ass hairs too. I braid ass hairs no too. No Diddy, man. That's crazy, man. That's a crazy job to have. That is a crazy job to have. Can you please, refrain from using curse words? You know what I mean? I know there's a few people that end up getting onto my channel, and they are not of age. You know what I'm saying? They're not over 18 years old. So I don't want you to be here commenting on stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? So if you could refrain from talking about asses and people's assholes, can you refrain from that, please? Because some of the people that do follow me are and that are subscribed to me, are not of age. So can you cut the fucking bullshit? Thank you, please, and thank you. Fucking dumbass. Wayne Kong. The next fight. Let me see. Wayne Kong versus Gabriella. This is gonna be, I don't know, guys. I give it a Wayne Kong. I give it a Wayne Kong. I give it a Wayne Kong. That's I like Gabriella, but the Gabriella can't get, the girl can't get she's not gonna take this one. I give it a Wayne Kong. There's nothing to really talk about there. Most likely decision. You know what I mean? Most likely decision. Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates is a great fighter. You know what I mean? Did you not see what he did to Ian Gary? He barely touched the back of his head and put him to sleep, guys. Okay, barely touched the back of his head and put him to sleep. Carlos Prates is the future. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, most likely, Usman and all these fighters, they can beat him. But you got to remember, time. All right, Father Time gets everybody. And by the time Carlos Prates is ready for to fight, the top five, top six type of fighters, excuse me. I say, those guys are going to be definitely beatable, definitely beatable. All right, let's go up here and let's get to the. Let's get to the co-main event. Let's get to the co-main event. Let's talk about the co-main event really fast, guys. We got Yang versus Tabitha. What's my favorite show? What's my favorite show? What is my favorite show? What do you do for a living? What do I do? I do multiple things. I do multiple things for income. I have multiple resources, and that's what I do. It's not only one thing that I do. Okay, and hoping in the next, what is it? In the next, I'm hoping in the next 4 to 5 years I have another source. So that'll be a good amount of sources. What's under that robe, homie? What's my favorite show? Damn, what's my favorite show? If I had to pick a show, what is my favorite show? Or what was my favorite show? That's a toughie. That's a tough one, man. I've liked a lot of shows. I think one of my favorite shows will have to be Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad will be top, definitely on the top of the list. Bro got an OnlyFans. Well, that's sad, man. That's sad, man. Best movie is Falling Down. If you say so, man. If you say so. Who was your favorite character there? Who is my favorite character? Where? And let's get back with Michael Douglas. Yang versus Tabitha. I give it to Yang. I give it to Yang. You know what I mean? I think Yang is gonna go in there most likely to get, you know, she's gonna get a brutal KO. I don't see this one going to. I don't see this one going to decision. I think Yang has the full capability of, you know, knocking out Tabitha. Don't get me wrong. I like Tabitha. She's awesome. She is, wow. She is beautiful. You know, a lot of people love watching her weigh in. I'm not one of those, but I tell you what, it's not a bad look. The girl is fine. She is sexy and she is badass. All right, but no, she will not be getting this win. She's most likely going to get knocked out by Yang, and that's the way I see that one going. It's most likely going to go maybe 2-3 rounds. I'll say. Breaking Bad. Walter is the best in Breaking Bad. If I had to pick who was the best or who was my favorite, damn, who was my favorite? I like Walter White. I like Jesse. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of dudes in there that are dope. You know, the show was great. The show was great. UFC 309 was a lot of heartbreaks for me with Chandler and Stipe losing single sidedly. Uh, I already explained. You know what I thought about Stipe Miocic. I think he should have retired about 6 years ago. All right. Um, Honestly, don't think he belonged in the octagon. He did not belong in the octagon. That's my opinion. The guy looked like a 1954 Chevy, or should I say a 1954 Cadillac, stuck in the mud. It just wouldn't start. Just wouldn't start. That was Stipe Miocic. He didn't belong there. And when it came to Chandler, that guy is a cheating asshole. The guy's the guy's the dirtiest fighter I've ever seen in the octagon. I have never seen the type of level of cheating like Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler was the kid who came the next day after GTA came out and had all the cheat codes before anybody had the cheat codes. He had them written down in a book. You remember that little kid? That was Michael Chandler. That was Michael Chandler. That guy, he cheated basically in every round. Every round of that fight with Charles Oliveira, he cheated. And not only did he cheated multiple times within a round. The guy made me sick. He makes me sick. I thought he was a great, terrific fighter. I thought he was entertaining. But now, after watching that, it just proved to me the guy's an asshole. He's a dirty son of a bitch. And it's true what Dustin Poirier said. I gave him the benefit of the doubt when he fought Dustin Poirier, and I saw many, many dirty things Michael Chandler doing. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But now watching this fight, it was sickening. I don't know how the fucking referee didn't even get fined or is held accountable. Somebody's life could have changed. That was almost 11 back of the head shots from Michael Chandler to Charles Oliveira. Guys, that type of shit changes some people's lives sometimes. Okay? The referee was right on top of them watching them. The guy deserves to be fired. I know he's been in the UFC or been in he's been in refereeing for a long time. He's been, good at times. But I'm sorry, when something happens like that, when it's life or limb, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go. Chandler is a good fighter, very strong. I like when people break the rules. John Jones is just walking over heavyweights. I don't think anyone is near him in heavyweight. He is all around fighter. I do agree with you. I agree with you 100% when you talk about John Jones. 100%. I don't agree with. I like it when people break the rules. I don't like that shit. Especially, I mean, it's one thing to break the rule. Like, it's one thing to grab the fence. You know what I mean? But it's another to give multiple eye pokes. It's another to fish hook. You know what I mean? It's another to hit behind the head. It's crazy. John Jones' head movement is still very good. John Jones doesn't have any head movement, guys. I don't know what you're watching. John Jones doesn't have any head movement. What he does is he puts his hands out, he gives length, and he moves around, and that's about it. Head movement is non-existent. When it comes to John Jones, at least not true head movement. Maybe mixed martial arts type of head movement. Tom Aspinall will also lose within 2 rounds. Uh, yeah, I see that. I do see that, guys. For sure, I see that. I think John Jones is truly the best of the best. I don't think anybody's gonna beat him. I think honestly that was gonna be that fight with Stipe Miocic is and will be the last time we see John Jones in the octagon. I don't think the UFC is gonna be able to get book that fight. Uh, you know I happen to believe, when somebody tells you what they want, believe them. And John Jones already told us what he wants. He wants a fight with Alex Pereira for the BMF title, and he's willing to relinquish the heavyweight, title, to make that fight. So, I think that'll be the last time we watch John Jones in the octagon, guys. What do you think? Uh, what do you think? Who can give him competition in heavyweight? Guys, there's nobody in the heavyweight division right now. That heavyweight division is in shambles. That heavyweight division sucks. That's the reason why UFC wants to book that fight, Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, because there's no legacy there. I mean, who does Tom Aspinall fight to make a legacy? There's literally nobody there. Virtually no one. All right, the heavyweight division is awful. All right, I already said this. I think the UFC needs to, bring back fans, and one way to do that is by booking Adesanya versus Strickland too. And before that fight happens, let those guys be the coaches for the Ultimate Fighter. I already keep repeating this. The UFC needs to do this. Adesanya versus Strickland. That's the coaches for the Ultimate Fighter, and they need to revamp. They need to revamp that heavyweight division because it's in shambles, and that women's bantamweight division because it's non-existent, guys. All right, it's non-existent. Bo has natural steroids. He needs to go back to whatever planet he's from. I can't wait to see that and Strick versus Chimaev. Uh, I don't think we'll see that fight, Strickland versus Chimaev. I think Chimaev fights DDP. I think he beats DDP, and then I think Adesanya ends up beating Strickland, in my opinion. But I think if Adesanya and Strickland are able to be the coaches for the Ultimate Fighter, that will be so exciting. People will be so in tune to watch the Ultimate Fighter. That will be the most viewed Ultimate Fighter, most likely in history, because it'll be so entertaining. Both guys are entertaining. Strickland is very entertaining. I want to see how he would treat his his fighters. How would he coach them? Would he beat the shit out of them? I'm telling you, it'll be entertaining, man. That would be the best tough ever. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think the UFC should hire me to really, revamp a lot of things for them. Because right now, the UFC is rinse and repeat, man. All right. If I don't see another embedded, fucking makes me sick. The countdowns, same shit all the time, makes me sick. All right. They need to do some other shit to really get these fans in tune. Last round was fun to watch between Chandler and Charles. It definitely was. It definitely was a fun round to watch. But once again, Michael Chandler is a cheater. I don't want to see him in the octagon again. I don't think he belongs in the octagon. If you're unable to cheat, like literally, if you're unable to cheat within one round, then what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Don't like you anymore. All right, let's get to the main the main the main event, guys. Let's get to the main event, guys. We got Peter Yan versus Davison Figueredo, UFC Fight Night. Who takes that fight? Um, this is a 5 rounder. Most likely winner fights for the title. So this is most likely a title, eliminator. Um, Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. Give me that thumbs up. It takes minimal effort, okay? Somebody says Figgy taking that. Um, I think that's what's gonna make the difference. I think the difference here is gonna be the level change. Will Figueredo be able to level change and use his his Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? Because if it's a stand-up fight, if it's only a stand-up fight, I think Peter Yan has a good chance of winning this fight. But if Davison Figueredo, comes in there with a game plan and uses his wrestling and his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I think he could really make things really tough for Peter Yan. I think so. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? So I think that's like I said. I think that's what's gonna make the difference. I think David Figueredo, he's gonna have to go in there and use his Brazilian jiu-jitsu and his wrestling. I think he's gonna have to use every every ounce, every droplet of his mixed martial arts skills, because Peter Yan is no walk in the park. But I think ultimately I see Davison Figueredo taking the decision win. I think it'll be a 5 rounder. I think it'll be a barn burner. But I eventually I see Davison Figueredo winning just because of the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Young boxing is really clean. Figgy gonna have to mix it up really well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I think he's gonna have to mix it up because I think if he stands up with Peter Yan, I think Peter Yan has a good chance of winning this fight. Even finishing. To be honest, Peter Yan is nasty. He's only getting better. Every time he gets into the octagon, he's always entertaining. So yeah, Davison Figueredo, is gonna have to really, really mix it up, guys. Really mix it up. I think the UFC should make a fight between Dustin and Taporia. Dustin, and Taporia. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think Dustin Poirier is actually, on his way out. He's on his way out. He thinks he's gonna, retire. He has one more fight in him, most likely. He says, and then he's on his way out, guys. So I don't think, no, I don't think that's a good fight. I hope Figgy takes him to Slam City. That would be awesome. Maybe, maybe, but a simple takedown would be great. I'll take a simple takedown. You know what I mean? That's the way he wins. I think that's the route to success. Because like I said, if he stands up with Peter Yan's gonna put fisticuffs, and it's just more, you're more likely to get knocked out. You're more likely to get clipped. Um, so definitely, this is gonna be an interesting fight, guys. This is gonna be an early fight card, guys. You gotta have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, over here in the U.S., if you live in the U.S., I don't know where everybody's from over here on the chat, but excuse me, if you live in the U.S., you know the prelims start at 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, uh, they have a good amount of fights on this card. The main card opens up at 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. Um, I'm most likely gonna go live for this. To be honest, I'm most likely gonna go live for this event. I'll probably get on live like around. I say like around, yeah, like around that 6:30 range. Probably in the main card. Right when the main card starts, I'll probably get on live and start streaming here. And yeah, I'm gonna do that just because this is a free fight. It's gonna be entertaining, and it's not. Why not? There's not a lot. There's not gonna be a lot of people around the world, trying to watch this fight card. And if you are, you can watch it with me and my fight companion. Why not? Why not, guys? Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please like and subscribe. And like I said, man, I think Carlos Ulberg is gonna have a you hear me now? Can you hear me now, guys? I need to know. Yes, all right. That's perfect. I did it. I did the magic, guys. I didn't want to get off. I did not want to get off. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to take a call. I'm one of those people, if you call me, I'm going to pick up the phone, all right? That's the type of person I am. I've always been that person, okay? So somebody called me, and I had to take that call. You already know what it is. All right, so let's get back to what we were talking about here, okay? I made my picks. I said Zhang Ming Yang is gonna beat Ozzy Diaz. Okay, I think he's gonna beat him by brutal KO. That's the way it's gonna go. I think Carlos Ulberg is gonna get another KO against Volkan Ozdemir. I think Volkan Ozdemir is gonna give it a terrific fight. I think this fight has the potential to be the fight of the night, but I think Carlos Ulberg will end up winning this fight by brutal knockout as well. And then I said I give it a Yang, Yang versus Tabitha. I give it a Yang. I think Yang is going to be able to put hands, fist to cuffs, and most likely make this a striking fight. And she's going to be able to beat Tabitha, and that's the way I see that one. And Peter Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Look, like I said, if Deiveson Figueiredo doesn't mix it up and use his wrestling with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I don't think he's going to find a path to succeed against Peter Yan in the striking department. So I say if he mixes it up and uses that wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I think it'll be a better chance for him to beat Peter Yan. So I do see Deiveson Figueiredo winning, but ultimately, if he doesn't use his game plan and his full mixed martial arts capacity, I don't see him winning. But ultimately, if he does, he wins. That's how I see that going, guys. Like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, guys. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up, all right? This fight card is not interesting. I'll most probably be sleeping than watching these fights. Yeah, you can always come back to ESPN Plus and watch that at a later date, later time. The card is an early ass card. You got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like I said. And not only do you have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but the main card starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that doesn't even make it any better, guys. It really doesn't. So I'm most likely going to be live. I want to watch this fight. I think Peter Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo is a terrific fight. There's a lot of implications here. The winner is going to most likely fight for the title. So I definitely want to see that fight. I definitely want to see Carlos Ulberg. I want to see Carlos Ulberg. He's an up-and-comer, from New Zealand. The guy, he has, his striking is phenomenal. The guy always comes in there and he's entertaining, so I want to watch that fight as well. But yeah, guys, I mean, for the most part, this card is going to be what they call a banger. But yeah, guys, I've been on here for 35 minutes. I'm done talking about UFC Fight Nights. Those are my picks. All right. Like I said, most likely in 2025, I'm gonna start a membership. You'll be able to be a member, become a member, and if you're a member, you'll be able to get my detailed videos on fight predictions. So most likely I'll be able to help you make some bets. But that'll be in 2025. That'll be only for members only. But that's most likely going to start later, guys. Later. I'm just trying to build this channel slowly, I think Bo Nickel has potential of being a champion. I happen to disagree. I just made a video this morning about Bo Nickel. All right, the guy is a nightmare to work with. He's surrounded by a bunch of yes men, because apparently his corner told him that the fight was a great fight and it was entertaining. I don't know how you can say that when the crowd itself was booing. Okay, they were booing. All right, they weren't bowing, they were booing. Paul Craig turned Bo Nickel into a non-existent wrestler just because of simple Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's not like Paul Craig. He's a fucking wizard. You know what I mean? He's not no Damian Maia in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And Paul Craig basically turned Bo Nickel into a non-existent wrestler. So When it comes to Bo Nickel, it showed a lot of his character. And if you're saying he's going to be a future champion, I happen to disagree. He has a long way, a fucking long way to get there. His oh my god, his striking is no good. Uh, he doesn't have that fearlessness. You know what I mean? To go in there and be fearless. He just doesn't have it because he showed he was very much afraid and not willing to engage in the ground department with a older Paul Craig, guys. But Craig has submitted some big name in the past, like Ankalaev. I agree with you. I agree with you. But again, it showed that he's what it shows that he's a lot of people want to say, oh, that was part of the game plan. It showed that he's smart. Well, you can say that, but it also shows that obviously he was afraid. He was afraid to engage. His greatest tool in his toolbox, he didn't use it. I wonder why. Did Tyson whoop ass the other night? I missed who won. Uh, Mike Tyson would have whipped his ass in real life, but that fight was fixed. It was fixed like a motherfucker. You can tell it was fixed. Mike Tyson went in there in the first round and was putting fists to cuffs. You can tell, he was gonna put away. He was gonna put him away. But the fight was fixed, guys. That fight was fixed. It definitely was. Mike Tyson at 58 years old still had it, and he still had the capabilities of knocking that guy's jaw right to the ground. And that is factual. All right? It was probably paid off then. It definitely was. It definitely was. In my opinion, it definitely was. This is crazy right now. So I'm looking at these tickets, right? Next year, Jake Paul versus Biden. I want to see that shit. That's for damn sure. Beat that guy into oblivion, man. You know what I mean? Beat the shit out of him. Okay, he deserves it. But I'm over here looking at these tickets for Power Slap. And guys, $100 is not even worth it. I'm just being honest. This Power Slap shit is ridiculous. It literally is. I don't know what Dana White is thinking. I think he's bored with the UFC. That's why they just keep rinse and repeating. That's why they're not making things exciting anymore like they used to. They're doing the bare minimum, guys. The fucking bare minimum right now. If you're a fan of the UFC right now, you're missing out, man. You missed out on I'm talking about some terrific cards, man. Back in, oh my gosh, man. Back in the day, back in 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. Oh my gosh. I'm talking fight cards out the yin yang that were amazing. Amazing, guys. Gotta go back. You gotta go back and watch that. But now we got this Power Slap shit, and I was over here looking at this because I guess they're coming into town, and I'm over here looking at how much are the tickets, and they're about $100. And don't get me wrong, $100 is cheap. That's cheap for an event. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't even go to a basketball game, to a good basketball game, in town for less than I want to say $200. You know what I mean? A ticket, $200. So, did you watch Whindersson Nunes versus Nero Gayak? I think I did. I believe so. Yes, I did. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. What is going on with this shit? Okay, here it is. Here it is. We have the weirdest fighting sports in our era. It definitely is. It definitely is. You know what I mean? This guy's about to get smacked, guys. I'm over here watching Power Slap. I want to see this. I want to see if is it worth it, guys. You think I should go? You think I should go for $100? It's pretty close. The seat is pretty close for $100. You know, if Dana is oh, he flinched. He flinched. If Dana is in the crowd, I could probably I'll be so close. I could probably say what up to the guy. To be honest, for $100 seats, you know, you get to see you know, people get CTE right in front of you. What do you guys think? You think I should go to this event? You think I should go? Power slap? These guys are just standing. I don't know who could stand there and get slapped like that. I just really don't. I really don't. You should start watching cricket. I don't watch cricket, man. I don't watch cricket. I know a lot of, you know, that's a famous sport over there in India. I know, you know, a lot of Indians love that sport. I don't watch cricket, man. I really don't. Oh man, this guy got smacked to shit. Wow, I love it when they get smacked and they start talking shit. You know what I mean? They just get smacked and they're like, ah, yeah. It's fantastic. No, it's not fantastic, guys. These guys are getting brutal CTE right in front of these people, and they got dust flying in the air. Just dust. It's ridiculous, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please like and subscribe. All right, click that bell notification. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, guys. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Why not? All right. Go ahead and share as much as you can. Share on your Twitter. Share everywhere, okay? I'm trying to build this channel. Do you watch freestyle wrestling? No, I do not watch freestyle wrestling. I don't watch freestyle wrestling. Have I watched it before? Yes, I've watched it before. I just haven't watched it live like that. Wrestling isn't, you know, wrestling isn't, you know, really respected like that when it comes to like televised. I think it should be. I think it should be televised, you know, everywhere. You know what I mean? But holy crap, that guy got smacked. That guy went to sleep. His legs went jelly roll. Oh man, he's not getting up, guys. He's not getting up. It's over. It's over. But yeah, I think wrestling should be televised. Uh, you know, everywhere on ESPN, on regular TV. I think it should be mandatory. You know what I mean? Holy shit, this guy got smacked hard as hell. Oh, his eyes went to the back of his cabeza. And he went to bed, boy. He went to bed, boy. He's not away, boy. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. If Alex fought Tom, what do you think would happen? I think I already talked about this, but if Alex fought Tom, I think Alex has a better chance of knocking him out, in my opinion. Just because, you know, look, guys, Tom Aspinall has been beaten before. You know what I mean? Watch his fights before the UFC as well. You know what I mean? Watch his fights before the UFC. I mean, he's been taken down. He's been beat up. You know, don't get me wrong. He's a terrific fighter, but you know, he virtually has no head movement. You know, he doesn't have great head movement, and I think Alex Pereira will be able to touch him in the chin and put him to sleep. So I think that's my opinion on that. And yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go. I think I might go to one of these events, one of these power slaps. But Alex doesn't have any wrestling. I'm pretty sure he has wrestling. I'm pretty sure he has enough wrestling to keep him on the feet. And you know, every fight starts standing up. And I think, you know, I think you're gonna be a little bit reluctant to go in for a crazy takedown just because, you know, Alex Pereira has shown many ways to knocking out people. You know, so you know you're not gonna go in there and uh, grab a double leg willy nilly. I think if Chimaev jumps to heavyweight, that would be interesting. You know, Chimaev still has to become champion before we even talk about him going up to heavyweight or even light heavyweight. You know what I mean? I do see a future fight with him with Chimaev versus Alex Pereira, champion versus champion, and I think that's a terrific fight right there. Uh, and that fight is most likely gonna happen. More likely than not. More likely than not, guys. Oh, I gotta stretch. Ah, yeah. Just broke my ass right there. Jesus, peace be upon him. Man, this power slap looks crazy, guys. I think I might attend. It's $100 a ticket, but I might attend. Seems deadly. What seems deadly? I think Chimaev will smash light heavyweight. Yeah, I think so as well. I think so as well. The guy has tremendous wrestling. We saw his abilities versus the Reaper. Man, that was a quick fight. You know, he had people thinking he was panic tapping. Let me see this. Let me see. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. He's gonna get smacked. Oh shit! Oh my gosh! I wonder why do people do this? Seems deadly, jiu-jitsu. No, jiu-jitsu it definitely can be deadly. You know what I mean? It definitely can be deadly. You know, it teaches you self-defense. You know, if somebody was to fuck with you, you could definitely defend yourself. Especially if you had enough hours and rolled enough. You definitely know you're gonna know what to do in a situation for sure. Mix that up with a little bit of striking, and you're good to go, boys. You're good to go. What about Shavkat versus Bilal? Since Bilal pulled out, who will Shavkat fight next? I'm a huge fan of Shavkat. Well, if you are a huge fan of Shavkat, well, you know Shavkat is booked to fight Ian Gary. Shavkat will be fighting Ian Gary. That's going to be the co-main event for UFC 310. Okay, Pantoja will be headlining. That will be the main event. It's going to be Pantoja, the flyweight title. The co-main event will be Ian Gary versus Shavkat. So what do I think about that? I think Shavkat ends up beating Ian Gary. Now, a lot of people think that Shavkat is going to go in there and dog walk the shit out of Ian Gary, but I don't believe that. I think Ian Gary is going to give us a good showing. I think because of this performance against Shavkat, Ian Gary is going to grow his fan base because he's going to go in there. He's going to give us a good, entertaining fight. He's going to go and try to win. But ultimately, Shavkat is going to be a little too much, and Shavkat will take the W. But ultimately, I do think that this is going to be a tougher fight for Shavkat than what a lot of people think. Guys, I think I'm gonna go to this event. I think I'm gonna go to this slap event. This power slap event is for $100. I think I might attend it. I'm gonna be so close. If I fart, Dana White could smell it. Did Stipe actually had his wrist fractured during the fight with John Jones? Most likely. Most likely. You know, I mean, he had that spinning back kick was a tough one. If you watch it in slow motion, it really connected deep into the tissue. So, you know, I've been kicked with one of those kicks before. And you know what? Yeah, you can break a rib fairly quickly. And actually, I've broken a rib because one of those type of kicks. Right here on the side, you can actually still see to this day. If I was to get up and show you, the bone pops out of my side. That was a quick two broken ribs. So, yeah, if it happened during sparring with me, it definitely could happen with a big boy like John Jones. So yeah, most likely his ribs were broken. I don't think Ian have any chance. Well, you know, look, guys, you know they've trained together. You know, Shavkat and Ian Gary have trained together. There's footage of them training together. The rumors are, you know, it was a good. It's always a good training session. So look, it's not going to be an easy fight, and I don't think that I'm not going to sit here and say that Ian Gary doesn't have a chance. The guy is undefeated, just like Shavkat, and you got to give respect when respect's due. Are you going to live stream when you there? Most likely not. Most likely not. I'm most likely not gonna live stream. While I'm there, just because I'm just not one of those type of people. I'm not one of those type of people that will pop out my phone in public, and start, video recording myself. I do it here at my home. I'll live stream at my home because I'm comfortable here. But in a setting with a bunch of other people, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. Ian's wrestling sucks. Yeah, Ian wrestling does suck, but he shows some great Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I mean, if he's able to, nullify Shavkat with his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I think it's gonna be for an entertaining night, guys. Man, why the hell would you go to Power Slap? It's a joke. It definitely is a joke, and that's the reason why I want to attend. Is because looking at it from the outside, I say this sport is not even a sport. It's a fucking joke. These guys are getting CTE out the yin yang, okay? But I want to see it live because a lot of people say you can't talk shit until you see it live. So I think I want to see it live. Before I actually put a stamp on it and say that this thing is just stupid. I want to go see it live, and if it's not entertaining and I'm not entertained and it just sucks, then that's what it is, guys. You know what I mean? But if it's entertaining and is a little bit different live, then I'm gonna say the truth. Same, LOL. Who will you be rooting for? When it comes to Shavkat versus Ian Gary, I really don't root for any fighter. I really don't root for any fighter. I'm not really invested in the fighters like I used to be back in the day. But I say, like I said, who I think is going to win. I believe Shavkat is going to win. I do believe that. Guys, like and subscribe. I almost been here for an hour now. Okay, I've been here for 53 minutes. Okay, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort. Give me that thumbs up. Click that bell notification, guys. All right, keeps us connected. It tells the algorithm that you're feeling my shit. All right, like, share, do whatever you can. I'm trying to build this channel. I really am. I want to go into 2025 with 500 subs so I can start making some changes to this channel. I want to make some real changes. I want to get a microphone. I want to get a good professional microphone so I can have better audio. I also want to change up the setting, better lighting, better setting. There's a lot of changes I want to do, guys, all right, to this channel, but I got to see progression. Progression is very important, guys. Like and subscribe, click that bell notification, and give me that thumbs up. So, yeah, man, when it comes to Power Slap, I just want to see it live. Just asking, who do you think have better chance in Shavkat versus Chimaev? Who do you think have better chance in Shavkat versus Chimaev? Wow. That's a toughie, man. That's a toughie. I do give it to Chimaev just because uh, he has great stand-up. He has great striking, and I think Shavkat has great striking as well. But I think ultimately, Chimaev's wrestling and his ability to take the fight to the ground and finish in the ground, I think that's what makes the difference. So I give it to Chimaev if I had to make a quick pick from the top of the dome piece. Oh man, that guy fell. That guy fell down, guys. I don't think he's gonna get back up, guys. Oh man, he got back up. He's okay. He has quick recovery time. Holy shit. This guy is gonna go fight. This guy is gonna go get smacked a little bit more. Well, they fight in different weight categories. I hope it never happens. What are you watching? Right now, I'm watching Power Slap. I'm watching these two heavyweights go at it. Man, these guys are really smacking the shit out of each other. They really are, guys. This is crazy. I think I might go to an event and see it live just to see it live, man. I think I might just do it, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, please, and thank you. All right. Here we go. Final slap. Here we go, guys. Oh, man, he didn't put him down, but he got smacked. He got smacked. Man, his face looks swollen. It's crazy to me, man. I don't know what Dana White is doing over here. He needs to, Jesus, peace be upon him. These guys are getting brain damage, man. After this, after these guys, stay in this sport for a amount of years, I would like to see, their brain. I want to see their brain underneath them, a microscope. I gotta check that out, guys. Can you imagine how much brain damage these guys have? This has to be worse than football. I mean, they're getting smacked clean, and some of them are getting knocked out and coming back and getting knocked out and then coming back, man, multiple times. This shit's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. I think presidential debates should be a power smack. I think that's how presidential debates should be. They should be on power slap. That shit would be fucking hilarious. I would love to see presidential debates being held at power slap, and they first debate, and then after the person says what he wants to say, the other person smacks the shit out of him, and then that person starts talking, and then after they're done, the other person smacks the shit out of them. That shit would be awesome. Who do you think has a chance of becoming the next GOAT after John Jones and Khabib? Khabib is definitely not a GOAT, in my opinion. I think he's a great fighter. I think Khabib is a great fighter. But when you look at his resume, there's a lot of fighters in there that we just don't know. Okay, we just don't know. And if you look at the way Khabib Nurmagomedov ended up getting the lightweight title, was against Al Quinta, guys. Guys, Khabib Nurmagomedov got his belt by beating Al Quinta in a 5-round decision. Guys, in a 5-round decision against Al Quinta, he is no GOAT. I'm sorry, I love Khabib. He's a great fighter, like I said, but no. No. But who's going to be the next? Who's going to be the next? I think Chimaev has a good chance of being next, in my opinion. I think Chimaev has a good chance of being next. The guy is undefeated. He seems to be just, mowing through people. The guy is hunting people like cattle. So I think Chimaev will be next, as most likely as a person that could go down as a GOAT. Most likely Il Tapoya. Il Tapoya, most likely can go down as a GOAT if he continues going down this path of just knocking out legends back to back. And yeah, that's that, guys. That's that. I honestly think Islam is better than Khabib. I don't know why. I don't know why would anyone. He's the GOAT. I don't know why would anyone think he's the GOAT. I think he's good too. That's another one. I think that's another legend right there, Islam. I think that's another, he's going to be a GOAT as well. So yeah, I think those guys like that, guys like Islam, Il Tapoya, and Chimaev, guys like that are going to be most likely the next generation of GOATs. For sure, for sure. You know what I mean? You didn't took Alex's name. Uh, I think I think Alex is gonna be definitely top GOAT list as well. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say he's not. He's definitely like he's a 2 division champion. A lot of people can't haven't accomplished that. So Alex is definitely in the discussion. If he's able to accomplish the heavyweight division, he's gonna do something that no other fighter has done. So yeah, he's definitely in the discussion for sure. I mean, like I said, I'm just naming out fighters from the top of my head. Man, this guy got his teeth knocked out. That's crazy. Guy got smacked so hard. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I've been here for an hour now, man. I've been on for an hour. I didn't think I'll be on here for an hour. It's been a long one, guys. Time flies when you're talking about what you love. But man, this is crazy. This power slap shit is crazy. I think I might attend an event. I honestly think I might attend an event. Um, And I might go to a Knicks game, guys. I might go to a Knicks game. It's gonna be Knicks are coming into town, so I'm most likely gonna go to a Knicks game. Right now, the Knicks are in a 3-game winning streak. Don't get me wrong; they're not against top of the top, uh, top of the top teams. But hey, win's a win. We got a winning record. We're 8-6. If you had been if you had been fighting, which weight category would you choose? Uh if I had to choose a weight category just based on you know based on what I'm walking around right now, I'll probably pick just because I have to lose weight. Because right now I'm probably like in the 80s, like 180s, maybe like I'll give myself 175, 178 around there. So if I had to lose weight and get to a weight class, I'll probably go to 145. I'll probably start there. You know what I mean? Just because, man, cutting down to 135, fuck, that's too much. That's too much. You know, that's almost 40 pounds. You know, but 145 sounds reasonable. It's still still a reasonable amount of weight. Still a lot, but yeah, I'll start at 145 most likely. If I could choose, that's probably where I would have been. Um, but early on, when I was younger, I could fight a lower weight class than that. But yeah, guys, I might go to a Knicks game. If my Knicks are coming into town, I believe in December. I'll be going to a Knicks game. I'll be attending. Um, Let me see something. Right now, they're fourth. They're 8-6. They're fourth ranked. Fucking Orlando Magic is ahead of them. What the shit? Who have Orlando Magic played? They play the Pelicans. All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Who the fuck have they played? They play the Grizzlies. They play the Bulls. They play the Mavericks. They play the Pacers. They play the Wizards. They play the Pacers. They play the Suns. Shit, they beat the Suns. And now they're going to play the Lakers here on November 21st. What the shit? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. What sports in Olympics do you keep your eyes on? What sports in Olympics do you keep your eyes on? Um, I keep my eyes on like uh, skateboarding. If I had to like really go in with the Olympics, I think skateboarding is entertaining for me. I like skateboarding. Um, it's pretty cool, especially at the Olympic level. Um, but yeah, I say skateboarding would be one that I actually do watch, and when they're in the Olympics, I do watch it religiously. Well, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to get out of here. You guys be good. You guys be safe. All right. I would stay here a little longer. Will MMA will ever be part of it? I hope so. I really hope so. I think mixed martial arts definitely can be a part of it. I don't see why not. I mean, fuck, breakdancing was a part of the Olympics. Why wouldn't MMA be a part of it? But mixed martial arts is hard. It's hard to it's hard to put together. How old are you? Late 20s? Sure. I'll take that. Have a good day, man. Yeah, you have a good one, Richard. You have a good one, guys. I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here for an hour, over an hour. It's been entertaining with you guys. All right, I gave my fight predictions for UFC Fight Night. With Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. That's gonna be a great card. It's gonna be tough to watch because you got to wake up so early in the morning. Over here in the U.S., you got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch the prelims, and 6 o'clock in the morning to watch the main card. I'm most likely gonna go in like around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably gonna go live. Yeah, that's that, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please like and subscribe. Click that bell notification, guys. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. All right. You guys be good. You guys be safe. Bless. I'm out of here. You already know.